If you've been using a Windows laptop for years, this might feel a little different, and that's completely normal. Many people feel unsure the first time they sit down in front of a Mac, especially when things don't look the way they expect. So in this session, we're going to take things a little slowly. You'll learn where everything lives and how to find your settings, your files, and your apps. By the end, you'll feel like you know your way around, and that feeling of where's everything will start to disappear. Let's start with step 1, the desktop. Think of this as your Mac's home base. Any files or folders you save here will appear right on the background. Across the top, you'll see the menu bar, that thin strip that's always visible. Across the bottom, you'll see the dock, showing you shortcuts to your favorite apps and any that are opened. These two, the menu bar and dock, never move. They are constant landmarks on your Mac. Move your pointer to the very top left-hand corner of the screen and click the Apple icon. This is called the Apple menu, and it's where you'll find system-level controls. Here, you can check your Mac's information, open system settings, and the App Store, or even shut it down completely. Click About this Mac. A small window appears showing you your macOS version and hardware details. You can also click on More Info to open up system information. It's the equivalent of Control Panel on a Windows PC. Close the window by clicking the red button on the top left-hand corner. Next, let's look at how you'd open your settings, the place where you adjust things like your Wi-Fi, sound, and your display. You could get there again through the Apple menu, but let's try a faster way using Spotlight. To access this, press Command and Spacebar on your keyboard. A search bar appears right in the center of your screen. Start by typing System Settings, and then press Enter. This window is your Mac's control panel. On the left, you'll see everything organized into categories: Network, General, Privacy, and so on. We'll explore these in more detail later, but for now, just scroll down slowly so you can see how it's arranged. When you're ready, click on the red close button in the corner. Let's take a moment to look at that thin strip across the top of your screen, the menu bar. This is one of the biggest differences between a Mac and Windows. On a Mac, the menu bar stays always at the top. It never moves. With each window, its options change, depending on which app that you're using. Right now, you'll see the word Finder in the top left-hand corner because the Finder window is opened. If you switch to Safari, or even Chrome, or Firefox, you would see the word appear there instead, and all the menu options would update automatically for that app. It's a simple idea, but it's powerful. It keeps your screen tidy while always showing you the tools that matter most for whatever that you're using. Over the right-hand side, you'll see small icons for Wi-Fi, battery, control center, date, and so on. These are your quick access tools. You'll explore them in more detail later, but just know that this area is where you can check connections, adjust settings, and keep an eye on what's happening across your Mac. Now, let's open Finder. This is the app that helps you find absolutely everything on your Mac. Think of Finder as your home base for files and folders, the same way File Explorer works for Windows. Press Command and Spacebar to bring up Spotlight. Now type Finder and then press Enter. The Finder window will appear. This is where you'll spend a lot of time managing documents, downloads, and anything that you save on your Mac. It's simple but powerful, and the more you use it, the more natural it'll start to feel. Let's get comfortable with Finder and how it is laid out. It's the app that you'll use every day to keep your files and folders organized. On the left-hand side, you'll see the sidebar. This lists your main locations. Things like your desktop, documents, downloads, and your applications. Think of it as your quick access panel to everything important just one click away. Now, across the top of Finder is the toolbar. This is where you can change how your files are displayed, as icons, as lists, or even as columns. And later, you'll even be able to add or remove buttons to make it work the way you like. Now try dragging the Finder window in any corner. You'll see how smoothly it resizes. macOS is designed to feel flexible, so you can shape your workspace however you want. Now, let's take a look at the menu bar at the very top of your screen. Notice how it says Finder. This is how you know which app is always active. No matter how many windows you have opened, that one word tells you exactly where you are. Let's make Finder a little more helpful. Click View in the menu bar and then choose Show Path Bar. A small strip appears at the bottom of the window, showing the exact path of the folder you're in. For example, Macintosh HD, Users, and Documents. Now, let's look at how to change the way your files appear in Finder, because everybody works a little differently. At the top of the Finder window, you'll see 4 small icons just underneath the toolbar. Each one will change how your files look and how your folders are displayed. Click Icon View for large thumbnails. This is perfect if you're working with photos or visual files. Next, click List View. This shows your files in detailed rows with columns and names with dates and size. In List View, try clicking the column heading, for example, Date Modified, to instantly sort out your files. Then there's Column View. This shows folders side by side, so you can easily move through the layers of folders, great when you're digging deep into your storage structure. And finally, we have Gallery View. This gives you large previews of images, PDFs, or videos, and with quick details shown underneath. Go ahead and switch between them a few times. Each view has its own strengths, so it's worth finding out which one feels most natural for how you'd like to browse your files. Now, let's move down to the dock, that strip of icons you'll usually find along the bottom of your screen. The dock is your quick access bar. It shows shortcuts to your favorite apps, as well as icons for any apps that are currently open. Let's open a few apps. Click on Edge, the third app on your dock, also the Calendar app, which will show you today's date. Now close these apps by clicking on the red button in the top left of each app window. If you look closely, you'll see a small dot beneath some of the icons in the dock. And that's how you can tell which apps are currently running right now. The dock is always there when you need it. So think of it as your personal launchpad, quick, simple, and built around the apps you use most. Let's open Calculator using Spotlight. Press Command and Spacebar, then type Calculator. After that, press Enter. When Calculator opens, right-click or two-finger click the Calculator icon in the dock. Choose Options, Keep in Dock. Now, Calculator will always stay there, even after you quit the application. To remove an icon, all you need to do is right-click again, choose Options, Remove from Dock. Remember, that only removes the shortcut, not the app itself. It's still installed inside the Applications folder. Let's take another look at the menu bar, this time while Edge is open. Next to the Apple menu, on the top left-hand corner of your Mac, you'll see the word Edge. Click on it, then choose Quit Edge from the drop-down menu. Now look at the dock. You'll notice the small dot and it has disappeared. This means that the app has completely closed. It's worth remembering that on Mac, closing a window doesn't always quit the app. The app can still be running quietly in the background. Choosing quit or pressing Command Q on your keyboard makes sure that it stops running entirely. This frees up memory, keeping your Mac performing smoothly. Let's dig a little deeper into Spotlight, one of the fastest, most powerful tools on your Mac. It's your instant search engine for everything: apps, files, settings, even definitions and quick calculations. Start by pressing Command Spacebar again. Alternatively, you can also use the F4 function key on your keyboard. You'll see Spotlight appear right in the center of your screen. Try typing Microsoft Word. Then press Enter to open it. It's that quick. No clicking through folders or menus. Now, in the top right-hand corner, look for the magnifying glass to open Spotlight. You can continue using the shortcuts we've mentioned earlier as well, like Command and Spacebar, and the F4 function key. It'll keep the previous search you had, and you can simply start typing. This time, type the name of a file you've worked on, like a practice document, or even system settings such as Bluetooth. Spotlight finds it instantly, and when you press Enter, it opens right away. But Spotlight can do even more. Try typing something simple like a sum. For example, 250 times by 3 divided by 2. And the answer appears instantly in the results. You can also search for things like weather, time in London, definition of innovate, and you'll see the result right inside Spotlight. No browser required. It's one of those small features that makes a difference. Once you get used to it, you'll find yourself reaching for the Command and Spacebar consistently. It's the quickest way to get root to just about anything on your Mac.